We are an employee feedback company focused and dedicated to HR. We've been doing this kind of work for quite a few years now, and over time have interacted with many employees and many employers. What is interesting is that we realize that with time, there is a widening gap between what the employees expect of their employers and what the organizations provide for them. Having this feedback, we decided to go and talk to HR to understand what could be the reason for this gap. We did a primary research on importance of employee feedback and were surprised to hear that almost everyone we interacted with told us that employee feedback is very, very important and very critical. So we saw a dichotomy of situation where on one hand the feedback is very important, and on the other hand it still remains to be a grossly underutilized tool. We spoke further to identify what could be the reason, and we figured out that there are possibly 4 reasons for the same. First being the cost. Good outsourced surveys are expensive to conduct. The second reason is that they are cumbersome to administer. The same challenge comes internally because HR is stretched for bandwidth and does not have the expertise to do so internally, and probably it even affects the true voice of the employee if conducted internally. The last reason being that there are few choices of service providers who bring research capability with HR expertise. Keeping all this feedback in mind, we decided to create Voiceover, a business model that addresses the need of the client for gathering employee feedback frequently, as often as they would like to, without any of the underlying challenges that we just spoke of. What we did is we put our minds together to create solutions that offer multiple usage and through various stages of an employee life cycle, right from hire to retire. There are multiple uses and very good, powerful uses employee voice can be put to use for. The first is to foster a culture of participation. Employees can have a say in important decisions that affect them. 2, for their managers or people managing them to take data-backed decisions and not random intuitive decisions alone. The third being to use as a monitoring tool to see the deployment of their various programs, measure the effectiveness of how well they are being cascaded down and whether they are reaching the beneficiaries. Last being as a measure. HR is a very soft area with very few measures. Employee voice enables you to have matrices to measure the outcome of all the efforts that are going in. Not only that, we have combined the strengths of technology as well as the human intervention, the intellect of people, to create a model that combines both an engagement model and a process which is online, and a delivery method that is led by experts in the area of research and HR.